So we came in here and we wanted to investigate. And Margaret came in, and another medium, Linda, that's no longer with the group, but she's always with us anyway. We came in and Margaret had some electronic equipment, and Linda and I both used our senses. We had a thermometer, we had a K2 meter, is that right?
Yeah.
Which tells
the electromagnetic fields in the area
the
ghosts use.
The electric-magnetic fields that ghosts use. Do you want to come over here for a minute, Margaret, and explain a little bit so that everybody knows that's watching exactly what kind of equipment you use?
I brought just a millimeter. A millimeter has the K2, which is the electromagnetic fields. It measures in the room to where it could be your electronics. If you stuck it by a breaker box, you would get high readings on it. Or it could be ghosts and spirits that are causing the high readings. It does temperature readings. They can make the temperature go up or down at different times. And then it had, what's the other one? The K2.
Temperature.
The temperature.
Digital recorder.
And then we
and
had
a camera.
We had a digital recorder, which we record sounds or hopefully voices, which is the best thing we can get. And we bring a camera, which we can get pictures of ghosts with a camera. So you might not see them with your eyes, but you can see them on film.
And we actually did. We did capture something. We went into the basement. There are two basements here, by the way. This building was actually two buildings. It was two row houses where somebody lived back in the 1800s. And I am going to give you some evidence that we uncovered when we were here. We first investigated the lower basement after we heard about the stories from the employees. And in the lower basement, in the back of the basement, both Linda and I sensed that there was a man standing in the basement. And Linda got the name William. And I also concurred with William. He told me that he didn't really want us down there. It was his space. So I kind of stayed away, but Linda, who was fearless, decided she was just going to go right in the corner and confront him. So she did. I got some information that he was associated with books. Either he was an accountant or a lawyer or something like that. And I would actually learn exactly what he did when he lived here. And it all came into play. Is there anything else you want to add to that, Margaret?
I think that's it.
Okay. Well, we left that area, and we didn't get any photographic proof down there.
No.
We didn't get any audio proof down there either.
No.
So we came upstairs, and we walked across this courtyard and went down into the other basement, the basement of that house. Well, William followed us. William went through the wall down the basement between the two buildings. And I got my headache. I always get a headache when I'm in the presence of a ghost or a spirit, because it's basically, because they're composed of electricity, it's like an electrical overload in my brain, and your brain has the electrical impulses. Basically it adds electricity to my brain and gives me a headache, always in the back, the left side of my head. So that's how I know that there's something here. So I get the sense that William was followed us in the basement. Linda did not go down that side of the basement.
No.
Because she's a little claustrophobic, and because the basement had a half door. It was more like a trap door that we all had to squeeze through. But some of us managed to get down there. And Margaret was running the recorder, and I had my camera. And when I sensed William had come through the wall, I started taking pictures. In one of the pictures, an orb appeared. Now, an orb, which is like a circular thing and has a little color in it, is the simplest form a ghost can take. Once in a while, if you take pictures, multiple pictures in the same place, you will see an orb come up if there's something that lives there. You can tell the difference between an orb with colors in it and just a speck of dust or a bug or a reflection of light, because those are all white. An orb typically has colors and designs, and sometimes you'll even see a face. And I'll show you a face in an orb in a couple minutes. Well, we got an orb in one of the pictures, and I knew William was there. And Margaret was running the recorder, and we actually heard William give me the same message he gave me in the other side, which was basically he wanted to be left alone. And I will play it for you. Of course, you have to. You really have to listen in order to hear it. So I'll walk forward and I will play this for you. You'll hear my voice first, and then right afterward you'll hear the word away. He says, "Go away."
This is the investigation in the book escape in the basement, where we hear a male disembodied voice say, "Go away."
Did you hear away? I'll play it again.